Here's a quick method to give your images a dreamy look. It's pretty easy to apply, and depending on the photo, the results can be pretty awesome. Let's start by duplicating the original image twice, which we can do by using the context menu from the Layers panel. Optionally, you can use the Command or Ctrl-J shortcut. Once we have our two duplicates, select the top one and change its blend mode to Hard Mix. The Hard Mix blend mode creates a very high contrast posterized image. Now let's select the duplicate below and group the two layers using the context menu or just by pressing Command or Ctrl-G. With the newly created group selected, let's add a live Gaussian blur filter to this group from the Layers panel. In the filter dialog, let's make sure the Preserve Alpha checkbox is turned on and then increase the blur radius until we are left with a very soft glow of colors. Now select the group and change the blend mode of the blurred group to Soft Light. Awesome! Comparing with the original, we can see that the image now has much more warmer colors. Depending on your image, the effect can be too strong. I think for this image it is indeed a bit too strong. A cool way to dim down the effect is by going to the duplicate in Hard Mix blend mode in the group. With this image selected, we can add a live postural texture to it. In the postural texture filter, select the Urban Camouflage preset. For the blend of this filter, let's also select Hard Mix. You can immediately see the effect of this change. The final effect looks less strong as it kind of diffuses the initial hard mix result. When we turn on and off this filter, you can clearly see the difference. Compared to the original image, we still get this nice warm look, but just not as extreme. There are many ways you can play with this effect. Let's repeat the steps for this image. Duplicate the image 2 times using Command or Ctrl-J. Select the 2 duplicates, group them with Command or Ctrl-G. Apply the blur to the group and we have our effect. To dim down the effect, we can also use the Fill Opacity from the Quick Effects panel. I think this just gives the image that extra boost of color and glow, making it more dreamy. Here are some other variants of the effect. We can go to the initial blur we added to the group, then tune the blur radius to get different looks. For example, using a lower blur radius, we'll get a more of an abstract look. You might also want to experiment with the live postural texture filter trick I showed earlier. So just add the live postural texture filter in Hard Mix blend mode and experiment with different presets, like lava or mono swirls. I think a great preset to use is the Perlin Noise preset. By adjusting the Perlin Noise parameters, you can really fine-tune the end result to your liking. Hope you liked this video and thanks again for tuning in. Hit the like and subscribe buttons before you leave and see you in the next video.
When was the last time your phone didn't work? It doesn't happen often, but it can. Don't worry, though. You can usually find and fix the problem yourself. Make sure the cord's plugged into the phone. Check the wall plug, or try another phone in the same outlet. Still not working? Then call us. Toll free. If it's our problem, we'll fix it. If not, we'll help you find the problem. We want to make sure your phone service works. Every time. South Central Bell. Call on us.